Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. This is Estefania and my channel's name is called Rustic Olive. In today's video, we will be going over kind of more of a deeper dive than I technically usually do with perfumes on the new release from Initio. This is Narcotic Delight. I hope you can catch that from the cap, otherwise it's gonna just reflect. Come on, right here. No? No? You can see it. Oh, it's backwards. There we go. Narcotic Delight by Initio. This just got released recently. I got the email notification from the website. However, I like to order mine from Parfums Rafi in Sherman Oaks. So I gave him a call, waited a little bit. He sent it out to me when it was available, once he got it and it was available for me to purchase. He sent it to me. He gave me a few samples. Thank you, Rafi. I appreciate it. So if you're ever kind of in like the greater Los Angeles area, go to Sherman Oaks and visit Parfums Rafi. He has a lot of niche perfumes and rare finds as well. I'm still getting over this illness, so bear with me a little bit. So this perfume retails for $380. I believe almost all the Initios that are like of this same purple color just increased in price recently. So if you're thinking of getting it, it's always just best to just go for it because a lot of perfumes have been going up in price almost every year. Just giving you a heads up on that. But $380 with Rafi. And I have some notes because I want to make sure that I go through everything I really want to speak about regarding this perfume. So let's talk about bias. I don't know if other people have already posted on this release yet. I don't like to watch videos on something that I'm going to post about because I don't want to get biased. I don't want to say, good point. And then like I tend to like subconsciously repeat that information to you. Like I want my review to just be 100% my experience with it. So I haven't seen any other videos as of yet. Maybe I will in the future. I'm not really sure. This is 100% my experience and I just got to throw that out there. Another bias, as you know, if you've been following me for a while, I love this house. This is my favorite perfume house, period. This is the best, in my opinion. With that said, that doesn't mean I'm going to hype something up if I don't really like it, or if I say, you know what, I like it, or I don't really like it, but I know this other person will because that's their taste. I'm going to go ahead and say that as well. I got to throw that out there. So with that said, now we can go ahead and get started. And I am reading off of or not reading, but I'm going to be looking at my notes. I love this house. There aren't any in this house that I dislike. With that said, I pay for all of my own perfumes, and this one was a blind buy. I usually do not recommend blind buys, but like I said, I love this house. I tend to have them no matter what. I feel like even if I don't like it, I might find someone else who will. With that said, there are several notes that scared me while blind buying this. Rafi read them out loud to me. I had no idea. He just read them out loud to me, and it scared me a little bit because I dislike the note of cherry in a lot of perfumes, in a lot of brighter perfumes especially. So some of the fragrant or like the notes that I fear in general are cherry, tonka, tobacco, pink pepper, civet, and amongst others. And that's not to say I do not have any perfumes that do not have that. However, this perfume here, the main notes are cherry, cognac, vanilla, black and pink pepper, tobacco, and hedion. With that said, that's like 1, 2, 3 notes that I am kind of like weary of. So I still blind bought it. I don't regret it. So at first sniff, right out of the bottle, I smell the pink pepper. That is what is prevalent to me in this fragrance, okay? That is what I smell the most. Now I'm not even following my notes anymore now because we're spraying. That is the strongest note that is carried throughout the life cycle of this fragrance on my skin. The brightness of that pink pepper. It is reminiscent of that brightness in, I think it was like one of the Delinas. I want to say it was just the original Delina from Parfums de Marly, and also the one from Atomic Rose from the same house. So it has a reminiscence of that peppery note in the top, only that this one is carried amongst the entire time that I'm wearing it. What helps me out a lot with this one is the vanilla. The vanilla is there. It is present. It is like the mattress in the entire wear of the fragrance because it's there, and it makes it likable. Because let me back it up again. I don't like bright cherry notes. The vanilla that is carried throughout the entire fragrance of the wear, and that softer dark cherry, it just works. Okay, oh, can you hear my stomach growling? I hope not. Okay. The main notes for me, the ones that stick out like a sore thumb, are definitely the pepper notes. The pepper notes, the vanilla is there softening it up. The cherry is not a bright cherry, which I'm extremely grateful for. So what I'm trying to say is that I like it. There is a tad of a bit sourness that I get from like that tobacco. And the tobacco is not front forward in your face. I would not consider this a tobacco fragrance. No, this is definitely, it's hard to describe this one. I would say it's more of like a spicy, warm, almost gourmand versus like a tobacco heavy fragrance. I can't speak on the cognac because I'm not a cognac drinker. I can't say there's like a booziness to this. I really don't get that. To me, like the vanilla really helps this out a lot. And it gives me more gourmand but spicy vibes more so than the latter. So with that said, how long has it been lasting on my skin? I have been going through quite a few health conditions lately, putting it that way, and I have only been spraying my wrists. With that said, this has lasted on my skin the entire day and then some. What do I mean by that? It lasts me the entire day, and that's including hand washing, and I hand wash for almost everything. If I touch something, I go and wash my hands. So it's extremely long lasting. I can smell it on the cuffs of like my long sleeve shirts and my sweaters until I wash them. So, and once again, that pink pepper note is there. The peppery notes are what's jumping out at me most of the time. So that is definitely present no matter what, even if it's not on skin. So yeah, it impregnates my skin. After washing it, then you can kind of like, you don't smell it much anymore, but maybe you'll get a whiff a little bit. Does it project? Once again, I've only been spraying my wrists, but I did wear it to the office once, and we had to be wearing masks during this time. And I know it's like, wait, what? Corona's over. But yeah, we have rules. So because a lot of people have been getting sick, like they asked everyone to wear masks again. So there was this lady that walked around me. She's like, oh my God, you smell so good. So she was able to pick it up even though she was masked, is what I'm trying to get at. So does it project? I guess so. I haven't really worn it out in like my typical, you know, like big sprays on my neck because I just can't right now. But it seems like it does. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. That's one of the things that I'm either going to have to do an update on, or you're just going to have to find out for yourself if you go and sample this. What else? When can this be used? Okay, so like what time of year is this best for? Right now, California is going through like a really strange weather, where in Southern California, where we have like extremely rainy days, like days and days of rain, and then all of a sudden it's like bright and sunny, and then it gets gloomy again. So it almost feels spring-like here, and I think this is fine. Winter, fine. Fall, fine. I just don't think I would wear this for summer because it's quite heavy for summer. Just the vanilla, and it's quite strong with the pink pepper. I just don't find that really summer-ish. Does that make sense? Summer-ish? Más o menos. All right. Is it unisex? Is it masculine? Is it feminine? I'm gonna say it is unisex leaning masculine. Why? Once again, those peppery notes just are a bit too spicy for what I like. Once again, I still am gonna use it. I love it because it's vanilla and it's strong, but it does lean a bit masculine to me. And I've been using this feverishly, I want you to know, okay? It's one of those that I'm like trying to figure it out, so I'm wearing it a lot, kind of like musk therapy, where I was just like, but then I ended up loving it, and it's like down to here now. I feel like this one's gonna be like that. So yeah, unisex leaning masculine to me, definitely. Is this my favorite release? No, it's not my favorite release. I still have my favorite perfume from this house. Do I think it's a good release? Yes. Is it my favorite? No, because once again, it's a bit too spicy for my taste. Does it remind me of anything else? The only one that it somewhat reminds me of that's in my collection would probably be Magenta Tanzanite from Armani. And the reason for that is, and only because of that, is because of the tobacco and the spiciness. There's really not much more that they share. I feel like the other one goes into another realm, and I feel like that one is more feminine. But this one is like, I feel this one is more sophisticated. Had I smelled this one prior to Magenta Tanzanite, I can tell you I would have purchased this one over that one. Yeah. So, in conclusion, well, paper went away. I was done anyways. I'm done anyways. So, do I like it? Yes. Is it my favorite one from everything that they've launched ever and ever? No, it's not. Do I recommend blind buying this? No, I do not, unless you're just like me, you're a fan, you know you're gonna wear it anyways, or you know you can give it or share it with somebody who will wear it. I'm not gonna share this. I am gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear it tonight. I'm gonna wear it today. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have. Let me know in the comments if there are any notes that kind of scare you from any fragrance, and if it's ever deterred you from purchasing it. But in this case, I'm glad I took the plunge and like just, or the dive, and just dove into it and purchased it anyways, because I've been wearing this feverishly. Yeah, thank you so much. Bye.